But I read the manga. Like I haven't caught up on the anime in a while because even I can admit, I don't hate filler like other people do. I know a lot of people are always like, actually, I need to talk about this real quick.
No, damn.
People that are always like, I don't like filler. Filler ruins anime. You should never watch the filler. It should be canon, canon, canon only. I can get why like super young kids might say something like that, where they only want their story to go, the boom, 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 without miscellaneous episodes that don't really mean anything. But a lot of the people that are saying this not only grew up with anime that had a lot of fillers in them. One Piece has filler, Naruto has filler, Bleach, half its anime is filler, and a lot of other animes have filler episodes. But a lot of people, especially our age, late 20s, 30s, whatever, we also grew up watching sitcoms on TV. And the thing about sitcoms were those seasons were always like 25, 26 episodes long. And in a sitcom, you might have about 15 of the episodes that are driving the story forward of that sitcom, this continuity. The rest of them are just episodes that make you laugh. Technically, that's filler. So if anybody ever wants to come to me and be like, oh, I'm a big fan of the TV show Friends, but I don't like filler in anime, I'm like, you're a hypocrite.
Yeah. I mean, filler is good. Like, One Piece filler is amazing, so I don't understand at all. Like, I don't understand that at all. There's like a lot of. There's not a, One Piece doesn't have a lot of filler, but there was a whole arc that was filler that nobody even knew that was filler until we like looked it up. We thought it was part of the show.
Yeah, they only
So
got. I
I
know
don't
of a
care about
couple
filler.
of them off the top, and I'm not talking about like the Boss Luffy episodes. Those happen every once in a while.
Yeah.
But as far as
Yeah.
like the filler arcs, I mean, there was the one filler arc that kind of contradicted the regular story because it was like what 4 episodes. It was about a dragon, and then literally a few arcs later, I think what was it, Punk Hazard or one of those, where they ran into a dragon. They're like, we've never seen a dragon before, and it's like, but you have. But
It's
that's because it was
filler.
filler, and the filler ended up messing up the main story,
Yeah. I mean,
and
that's
that's where it can be a downfall. It's like if you're gonna do filler episodes, make sure you're not gonna implement anything in there that's gonna end up getting contradicted later.
yeah. But either way, I still like filler. I watched filler because I didn't even know what filler was until I was like in like college, and somebody was like, you don't have to watch these episodes, and I was like, what do you mean I don't have to watch these episodes? I have to watch every episode.
Right.
And they were like, no, you don't have to. These don't have to do with the story. I was like, what? That doesn't even make sense. I'm gonna watch it anyway.
But that's why I was
And so
saying that
I
about
watched a lot.
sitcoms because people watch sitcoms and half of their seasons would be about nothing, and only some of them. But it's like, did it entertain you or did it not? You know,
Right.
Naruto has a lot of filler, but they have filler arcs, and I've enjoyed a lot of their filler arcs actually. And as I've talked to him all the time, and I talk to people all the time, there's a Naruto episode where Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are trying to find out what's under Kakashi's mask, and that episode is hilarious,
Yeah.
but it's also filler.
Yeah. But it's also the only time you see Kakashi's face.
So it's like sometimes without these filler episodes, and I'm a little more easygoing than anyone else with content, period. Yes, I love stories and I want my stories to make sense. But even if for some reason there are some loopholes or anything like that in a story, at the end of the day, was I entertained? Did it make me laugh? And if the filler is hilarious, now with that being said, I can understand in some anime the timing of your filler. Like if you've gotten done with an arc and then you do a filler arc and then you do another arc, I'm fine with that. But even Naruto was sometimes guilty of being in the middle of like the fourth Great Ninja War. Things are getting serious. And all of a sudden they drop an episode of them back in the classroom.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, what?
But then that's just making people mad at that point.
It's like, we're doing this now?
Hey, give us a moment. We'll be back.
It's like, Ichigo is knee deep in the Waco Mundo. You know,
I don't even want to talk.
Want to run them hands
I don't want to talk
with
about
Grimjow.
I don't even want to talk about that.
And all of a sudden they at the beach.
He did. He went there. He went there.
That's how it is sometimes. Sometimes you gotta take a little break. Sometimes it's getting too serious, and you gotta like relax for a second.
Oh no, not in Bleach. You don't do that.
At least in Naruto, I mean not Naruto, but in One Piece, at the end of an episode, whenever they do the preview for the next episode, they will actually tell you at the end, like, hey, we're taking a break for a couple of episodes to do this filler thing that doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Right.
And it's like, okay.
They didn't do that for Bleach? They didn't do that for Bleach?
They might have, actually. But
no, they do. It just pisses you off.
You're right. Actually, they did. They will tell you that we're taking a break.
Okay, well, meanwhile, while Ichigo has to do this, let's take it back to another story where Ichigo has to face this type of villain. And I'm just like...
why?
And especially when we got to Awaken Mundo, and then my boy was going crazy, and then he beat Green Gel, and then he had to go fight Yuki Warrior. Then they hit me with the filler right there. I was pissed. Because they hit you with the, he's right there standing. Oh, I got all that. Okay, cool. Now, all that, I'm finna come straight charge at you in filler. And I'm just like, you did not just hit me with a story about a kid who don't exist to this world. How dare you? I want blood. I want violence. I want fear.
I mean, Dragon Ball has whole characters that technically don't exist.
But they made it funny. There's a difference. They made it funny, especially the driving episode. The driving episode was golden.
I still say the greatest filler episode of all time.
Talk yelling at him. At least go out and get me a car. You're the only person in the world that don't even have a driver license. Have a driver license, right, Bigelow? Leave me out of this. Like, that's my boy. I love it. I love it.
But like, if you don't watch filler episodes, does that mean you also don't watch the movies? Because like, there's a bunch of One Piece movies that have nothing to do with the story. So it's basically like a whole movie full of filler.
And that's, exactly. Same thing with a lot of other movies. And I watch those movies, and you go into them knowing they aren't integral to the story. But one of my favorite Naruto movies has nothing to do with anything, and it's hilarious. You know, like I said, like a lot of anyone, and that's another thing. Like I said, a lot of Naruto fans I've seen will say they don't like filler, yet they know who Menma is. It's like, how do you not watch filler, but you know who Menma is?
I have no idea who that is. I don't know. I love the movies. I've seen literally almost every One Piece movie, so I'm okay with something not being a part of the story. If you want to take a little detour and show me the story about a character that doesn't even exist in the world, let's go. I hope the character's amazing.
Just don't do it in Bleach.
That's me.
That's just my only problem. I just feel like every other show is okay. Just don't do it in Bleach. Just don't do it in Bleach. I hope 1,000 Years of Blood War just keeps its pace like how they are right now.
No, they don't do filler anymore.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want them to keep the pace that we are on right now, because I am enjoying what we have right here. We are right out the gate. There's no you know him. Here's the introduce of these characters. Throw in the Quincy's. All right, cool. Thank you. Throw in the Quincy's. Basically, that's how it was. It was just like, okay, y'all remember them, right? You should go and all them. All right, cool. Quincy's, get them. That's all it was. And that's how it just, boom, we here. And I'm just like, okay, I'm here. I get it. I'm in tune. Let's go. Just keep the ball rolling. Keep the ball rolling. But I do want to jump on one topic you guys were saying. I would say, if y'all, because One Piece Stampede was technically a filler. And that's not even a manga or anything.
Yeah, and obviously we know about the big hype around One Piece Red, which...
Red was just a Gear 5 money promotion. We love
One Piece Red. That's
like, I enjoy it. I just don't like them promoting the Gear 5 just to get people in there. That was my only thing. That was my thing about it. You know, it was like cool, but it was just like, why would you do that to me? Like, you know.
Another theory that I like heard people talking about was the singer that played Uta. Oda is like a huge fan, so he literally made that movie for her. That's what like a lot of people are saying.
Hey, and if that's true,
So
there's
it
nothing
made me
wrong with
want
that.
to show a little bit of Gear
Sure,
5,
sure.
but
Older,
it was
hey, yo,
honestly
you tell me
because he
older.
liked that singer. And she's
Tell
amazing.
me
I
older.
love
I
Ruta.
need to know. I'll let you know too.
I mean, look, were you entertained or were you not? That's usually the question at the end of the day. Like we see it in the chat. One Piece Red was good.
It was so good. It was amazing. I love musicals. I'm a huge musical fan, so that movie was just like my favorite anime. Also had singing. And a girl that wore headphones with split hair. Is this me?
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell me something, Oda?
I'm dead.
I was like, that movie. So I wasn't gonna do singing for a really long time. I was gonna wait a little bit. But when that movie came out, I literally was like, oh, let me drop a song. I love that movie.